You know, some people age like a fine wine, and some people age like a can of special brew left on a hot windowsill. Whichever one you are, get ready to talk about those pesky little emotions of yours, because it's time for another episode of I've Had a Rosé, Let's Talk About Feelings. Please welcome your host, Sam Lake. It was me the whole time. Hello, everyone.
Are you filming it on your phone too? I thought you were doing like a backup version.
We've got a Claire cam, which is like just a live feed direct from her vagina.
My vagina's not up.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't see where the phone was. I've also never been with a woman, so like I don't know what's going on.
Is that a gold star lesbian or something?
I mean, technically, I guess, if you're a gold star lesbian, what a miserable life. You've never touched a woman. That's the whole point. No, a gold star gay has never done anything with a woman ever.
Yeah.
And a platinum gay has never done anything with a woman, but was also born via C-section. So they didn't even touch
Wow.
on the way out.
That's so cool. When did they invent platinum gay?
I don't know. Whenever the interest rates went up, and then you needed like the platinum version. But I don't love it. I don't look, because some older gays would like really be like, oh, I'm a gold star gay, never done anything with a woman. I'd be like, you know, if you've done stuff with a woman, it doesn't make you any less gay now.
Yeah.
It's nothing to be embarrassed about. I think I'm a bronze.
What's that?
Like, I've done stuff.
Well, they got off with women.
Got off with women, touched.
Their boobs in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Boobs
cool.
and that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a fun way to start, isn't
Yeah.
it? Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of I've Had a Rosé. Let's talk about feelings, the show where me and a lovely guest enjoy a beverage of their choice and talk about something that they're passionate about and see if it connects their feelings in any way. And before I introduce today's guest properly, thank you very much to all of our Rosé sluts. That's what we call our Patreons. If you would like to become an official Rosé slut and support the pod, you can. There'll be a link somewhere down below. Click that and you'll get loads of bonus content. But for now, let's welcome today's wonderful guest, Fern Brady.
Hi.
Lovely turn to the camera as well.
Yeah.
A real say something moment there.
Thanks for having. I was saying I didn't have anything to do today between checking out of my hotel and going to my gig, so
We
this
love a guest with a gap in the schedule. That's the only
this has
reason
really helped me. I just needed a place to sit for a while.
Just a warm, sheltered area.
Yeah, I was so grateful. That was why I stalled for ages before with the chatting.
You know that, like, if we finish early, we wouldn't just like kick you out onto the street.
Oh.
Like, we would have.
As long as we go until approximately 5:15.
Okay.
That'd be great.
Would you like a cup of tea and a biscuit? And can we
No,
call
I just
someone
had
for
loads
you?
of noodles.
Did you have noodles?
Yeah,
Where
I went
did you
to
get them?
noodles and dumplings because I've never been.
That's supposed to be like the really good
one.
place.
Yeah, it was good.
Is that the place where they make the noodles in front of you?
Yeah,
It is good.
The skin of the dumplings was a bit thick for my liking.
Right.
But I mean, on the whole, Edinburgh food's so much better than when I lived here. Like,
We've got
so
some
much better.
very good places up here.
Honestly,
Delightful.
I couldn't get over how many nice noodle places there were the more I went up.
It is good for that, isn't it? Do you
yeah.
know what's crazy is that a lot of places have opened up on Princes Street, like chain places that that haven't been here before, so people go absolutely fucking mad for them.
A lot of Pretts.
Oh, you can't move for a Pret.
You just only have like one Pret in Edinburgh, I feel like.
No, there's at least two on Princes. There's one up in
there's loads
Brunsfield.
now.
Yeah.
But I always thought, like, when I went to London, I'd eat a lot of Pret because I was like, wow, never had this before.
A tuna baguette.
Yeah.
There's a Popeyes that's just opened.
Is that an American chicken chain?
Yeah, there was a Popeyes. What?
And they've got an Exeter.
Did I say this in the last episode as well? Apparently I'm obsessed
Why
with
are you
Popeyes,
excited
even though
about
I've
it?
never been.
Why?
I don't know.
Is it just fried chicken?
It's just pretty much fried chicken.
For fuck's sake.
I think it's because I read the story that the queue on the day that it opened was like 12 hours long. People were waiting for 12 hours just for a piece of
mental.
chicken.
Oh,
That's not healthy.
no. I was looking at that bakery that everyone queues for today. Lannan.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
trying to cut down on going to fancy pastry places.
Do you not the type of person who's into like, you know, like a little sweet treat?
I wasn't for ages, and then I think I did a. Do you know the show Sunday Brunch?
I do know the show Sunday Brunch.
I did a thing where they got the best pastries in the UK, and one of them was from that Lannan bakery.
Ooh.
And after that, I thought, oh well, having these is like a fancy thing to do, and I'm going to start having fancy pastries. But
What's wrong with that?
I've got to stop. I've got high cholesterol, so I've got to stop. It's so tragic.
The thing about a good pastry is it's mostly butter.
Yeah, it just
All those
yeah.
laminated layers.
That's what the why I've picked this drink.
Oh yes, we can do. Let's talk about your drink because it's a. Is it
Do you see
kefir
it?
or kefir?
Right. I don't know still, and this
Okay.
isn't bad. This is like when for years I couldn't say Asperger's properly, even though
Right.
I have it, or what they
I've
used
not
to
had
call
that
it.
drink before.
No social skills or discretion. So it's either kefir or
Yeah.
kefir. I've been saying it kefir, but then I listen to this nutrition podcast for losers, and they're always saying it kefir.
Okay, like Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah, but I've just started getting a dead powerful one. Like this is basically. I appreciate you getting me it, but it's basically yogurt. And then I was like, I want
We
to
don't
get the
take any
strongest
judgment.
one.
What? How do you make it stronger? Does it have more bacteria in it?
Yeah, I've been getting this one that explodes when you open it. Like it explodes all over the kitchen.
Are they
And-
supposed to do that?
Yeah, they give you a guide to like open the bottle dead slowly.
Yeah.
and it's goat kefir, and it tastes like fizzy puke.
Oh, has it been like carbonated?
No, that's all the bacteria, and you drink it and you start to feel really like excited and that.
Is it like fermented then?
Yeah, it's fermented.
Right,
It's
right,
got
right.
millions of bacteria in it, and you drink it and you start to feel like alive. They're like, don't drink this at night or you're gonna feel too alive.
You're gonna really feel it.
But I think that's people that have never done class A's. So, so I've been taking that, waiting for my gut microbiome to get better.
Can you tell if it gets better? How do you know?
I think it will, like, your poos start to come out like wet piglets or something. I don't know.
Like wet piglets?
Oh no. Just your poos just come out like effortlessly.
just like saloon doors, just
Well,
like
just-
right out.
Yeah, just like not to, you've have you seen the jobby chart of like all the
The
different
Bristol stool chart. Colloquially known as the jobby chart. But yeah, like one is like just a solid log.
one is like little Maltesers, right?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
2 is like if the jobby 2 is if the jobby has cracks in it. 3 is
Yeah,
Three
crack
is
jobby. Yeah. That's a French title.
and then
yeah.
number 3 and 4 jobby is like the perfect one. That's like a smooth jobby.
Okay.
And
And then is it 5 to 7 where it's like loose,
5
running,
to 7,
watery?
it's horrible. Yeah.
Which one? I vary. Different days, different.
I also vary, but like I'm pretty good. Yeah.
I think I'm somewhere between a 2 to a 7 at any given moment.
that's like all the different jobbies.
Well, I do have IBS.
yeah.
So that's
Then you should work on your gut microbiome.
But do you know what? I go to the doctor
Mm-hmm.
every time that I feel like I need a bum examination. Not like a recreational one, like as in like I have a medical concern.
You're making it sound gay, but then
No, if I want, I
you're-
make everything sound gay.
But
if I need, I've got a husband. If I want a recreational bum examination, he won't love me saying that. But if I have I think I need medical intervention, And I'll go to the doctor. I'll be like, is this normal? And they'll be like, well, what is normal to you? And I'll be like, oh, just like all sorts. Like everything's coming out of there. And they'll be like, well, if that's what you're used to, then like, that's fine.
No, the doctors don't know how you gotta have like 30 grams of fibre.
No, the fibre thing is important. I definitely don't get enough fibre.
Yeah, you gotta have a load of fibre.
Yeah, I'm pounding like a lot of chia seeds now.
Right, but make sure don't have too many of them because they can form a lump in your intestines.
Maybe I got excited and I used the word pounding. I
Right.
meant I'm consuming a regular amount of chia seeds, which is like 2 tablespoons, because that has like, and I have it with like oats or porridge or something.
Yeah,
and some fruit.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you gotta have that, and then have loads of broccoli in that and fibre. Beans. I'm big into beans.
I don't.
Why are you laughing at beans?
What's happened is she started and she'll carry on until she's finished. It happens. It's a giggly episode. I don't love beans. Like baked beans or beans like other types
I eat all the beans. I eat like chickpeas. Why are you
butter,
laughing?
garbanzo.
Beans are like
Beans.
So listen, this bean company, right?
This bean company.
Right, so
Our thing is beans and only beans.
No, really. So for some reason, like, oh right, because I done off menu, and usually people go on that and they talk about tasty food, but I went on and talked about like weird food, like, oh, I like kombucha and I like beans. So then all the like loser health food companies got in touch, being like, "Do you want some of our product?" Because usually people are just like, "Oh, I love sweeties" or whatever. So this bean company.
Yeah.
They were like, "Fern, do you want to try a case of our beans?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I had them, and then I was hooked, right? And I sometimes, well, not sometimes, a lot of the time, I just want to eat the same thing every day. So I now I'm in an ongoing battle with my partner because I want to eat beans every day, and I try and hide them in the food. And
How do you discreetly hide a bean in food? First of all, what type of beans do they send you? Like a mix, like all of the beans,
oh, the beans!
every type of bean.
Well, chickpeas are a bean.
Yeah, no, we believe you.
Right. Black beans.
I'm just thinking about all the podcasts where it's basically people going like, you don't need to take the vaccine. You don't need to eat. Just stay away from bread. And we're just going, all the beans.
Well, because apparently, because I follow this guy on Instagram. I follow a lot like fucking health nuts on Instagram. And this like hot old man that I follow, he's like, listen, if you want to live to 100, you gotta eat beans every single day.
Okay.
So I just started doing that.
Yeah.
And I do feel mentally gooder when I have them. I like sleep better and stuff. And so you should get, and this is going to cure your IBS.
I've got to
Initially,
get
it's gonna
into
make,
beans.
Yeah, it's going to make it worse at
Oh,
first.
I'm going to have a clearance sale and then it's going to
You
restock the
fart a
shelves
lot.
with beans.
Yeah.
Okay. What beans can I do that aren't baked beans? Those are the only
Butter
ones.
beans.
I've never had someone so aggressively say butter beans. Okay, and what?
Black beans.
Okay, what am I putting them
And
in?
white beans.
Black beans matter. Yeah. You were like, oh, I should say white beans as well. So am I putting them in a stew or like a soup?
No, tell your partner you're going to make pasta, but instead.
I'm sure my husband will be fine. I don't have to lie to him. Today on the channel, I'm pranking my husband by telling him we're having pasta, and then it's just a big bowl of beans. Oh no!
No, look. You say that
Yeah.
you're making a pasta sauce, but it's but it's beans. I didn't know. Well, I don't know why I didn't say that the topic should be beans.
Oh yeah, it
'Cause I
sounds
do
like you've
love
got a lot
beans.
to say. No,
If
but
I got you my phone, I could show that the bean company that sent me all those beans.
just picture after picture of beans.
If I searched my WhatsApps,
Yeah.
you would see how many times I mentioned beans in the chat. Like,
Well, you'd start a Discord server, wouldn't you, just for bean enthusiasts?
Well, so I've been messaging the bean company that sent me the free ones. I messaged them to be like, guys, I'm so committed to your beans now, and they're like, all right, calm down.
You're brand loyal. You're being loyal.
Yeah, because they gave me them for free, but then I actually buy them, and then they've just brought some new baked beans out, and I was messaging them about them as
Yeah.
well, and I think they think I'm a bit weird now.
Okay, so I could take some butter beans, put them in a pasta, like a normal pasta
well,
sauce.
my favourite is
Can I blend them?
you could blend them, but that's
No, you're judging me. I shouldn't do that.
well, I wouldn't do that. You're better chewing it rather than having like a big beanie mash. Why are you laughing?
No, okay,
I would
fine.
right. My favorite butter beans is butter beans with salsa verde. That's very good.
Okay.
And some
yeah.
ciabatta. My favorite black beans would be like Brazilian black beans.
Okay. So they're
My-
completely shaven.
Yeah. And then
I might have to ask you to turn around.
we should change the topic.
I do think all of this is weirdly connected
Yeah.
to the topic. I
well,
think.
we should go back to what I was telling you about how we were
About
going to
this,
sort your
yeah.
jobbies out.
How to sort my
Yeah.
jobbies out. We need to get some in. Because, so we were saying this.
What's Claire's role in this production other than laughing?
I'm the studio audience.
All right.
Claire is a very professional producer of the podcast.
So this is gonna
Yeah.
block you up. This type of kefir. Mm-hmm. But I'll give you the name for that fizzy goat kefir that I get after.
I'll try it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Kombucha. You can make your own kombucha. I did that though, and it looked like I had jars of piss under the sink.
I don't want to do the making the kombucha with the, what is it, with the starter? What's it
it's
called?
this,
a SCOBY?
yeah, like it's a yeah,
Yeah.
SCOBY.
A SCOBY.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but if you can do it right, it's powerful stuff.
And that's because it's got bacteria, not fibre, but bacteria.
Yeah, bacteria.
Okay.
You gotta have fermented foods.
Do you do like
Oh,
a
the
Yakult
keys.
or anything?
No,
No, that's
that's
child's
just
play.
Just sugar. Just sugar.
It's doing nothing.
No.
Those yogurts that have like bifidus digestivin,
Yeah, as long as it's plain yogurt.
like natural yogurt.
Yeah, not got sugar in that in it.
Okay. Yeah.
Because sugar is gonna kill off the good jobby making bacteria in your gut.
You should be. Do you do voiceover stuff? Because
Yeah, I
you should
just
do. You should do the
voiced over,
voiceover for Activia.
No, I did a voiceover to stop people from killing themselves,
Okay, that's maybe more important.
but I kept laughing.
What are you gonna do? Jump off that bridge?
Just like a lot of it was one of them campaigns that seemed to involve just saying mate a few more times. And
Oh, I know exactly the one. Yeah. Yeah. Check in on your boys or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just voiced over a lady in a cartoon. That was good.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I was falling out of a balloon over and over again, and I had to just scream.
Oh, that's like what people in video games have to do. Like when they get like, when their
Yeah.
character gets like punched or hit and they have to make the noise.
Yeah.
And they're just over and over and they're just going like, ugh.
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
to go back in November or December there just to do all those bits and just be
Right.
like, huh. Jamali's in the same thing, playing twins. I think. Yeah.
In a
But I
cartoon.
don't know. Yeah, but
Right.
it's not going to be out for it. It takes ages. Do I do voiceovers? And then just like banking what I think Scottish people get. Sometimes they want like a trustworthy working class voice for banking.
Oh, right. Okay.
What other voiceovers? Not
Nothing
as many as I'd like.
Nothing for beans.
No, I'd love to do a bean voiceover. That'd be
think
so
you-
cool.
Think you wouldn't even need a script.
Yeah. Because I could just tell them all my favourite facts about beans.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was struggling to think of my favourite topic because I love to talk
It
about
is quite
beans.
obviously beans. But
Yeah.
the topic that we agreed on before we walked in here was biohacking.
Yeah.
And you mentioned when you were talking about beans that you follow an
Bryan
Instagram
Johnson.
account. Well, the Instagram account all about beans and like that's kind of
Yeah.
it's not biohacking, but it's sort of like a health
the
influencer
Blue
kind of
Zones
thing.
guy.
Yeah. What's Blue Zones? Oh, Blue Zones.
Blue Zones is
areas
like-
where people live to 100 and stuff.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the thing they have in common is they all eat beans every day.
Yeah, but but a lot of them they go and like look at the records, and it turns out a lot of those places they're just lying.
I heard that, but don't you think that's just something that people who aren't going to live for long say because they're annoyed?
Do you think that's them trying to suppress big beans?
Well, I think like having been to like Italy and Greece and that. Oh no, don't, because it'll make me sound very like wanky Guardian reader.
What?
But
Because you've been to
there's-
Italy.
No, they have such low processed foods.
That I believe.
Yeah.
The only two things people always talk about, like cancer risks and stuff, like
Yeah.
oh, don't have a Diet Coke because it's got aspartame,
Yeah,
whatever it's
yeah.
called. But the two things that they know for sure cause cancer is if you drink too much alcohol, if you eat too much processed food, and that's it.
Yeah.
And all the other stuff is like they haven't done enough research to say for certain whether it causes cancer or not.
Yeah. And sugar as well.
Oh, sugar's bad. Yeah.
Sugar, they're saying Alzheimer's should be called type 3 diabetes.
Really?
Yeah, but that's maybe a controversial opinion. I'll get cancelled.
But that is kind of like how all of this biohacking stuff comes in.
Yeah.
Because it's usually these guys like Bryan Johnson
Yeah.
doing like crazy shit and saying like, oh, this is why I look so good for my age because I XYZ. They do all kinds of crazy stuff.
I mean, to me, Bryan Johnson's blatantly autistic. He's got a little system, he's refining it, and he's very happy with it. And people get so annoyed with him and think he's got these sinister plans. I mean, maybe he has. Do you think?
I don't know if I'd say okay. My thing with any kind of health influencer is that if they just want to tell me like, hey, I this is how I get this many boners during the night, or I take stem cells from my child and then I sleep with a mask made of them on my face, and that's why I've
Yeah.
got good skin. If they've done all of that's fine. You do that. I'll look at it and sort of have a kind of skepticism for it. But the second they try to sell me something, if they
Yeah.
start selling me stuff, then I go like, this is all a load of shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what he's trying to sell people because he
think
is selling something.
I think he sells like a juice, like a juice that's got like, I don't know, like all of these like supplements and stuff. It's usually like a supplement or something, but it's like his
Right.
special juice that he has every morning. And that's supposed to be like, if there's one thing that you want to copy from him, that's the thing, is that you have a little juice.
Yeah, because most of the things he does, no one's gonna do. Because like he only eats between like 8 a.m. and 11 a.m.
Is that true?
No, for real. Like
He only eats during those few hours?
Yeah, he eats in such a tiny window, and it's all like a big bowl of vegetables, and then he
Yeah.
works out loads, and then he's like, this way, if I stop eating at 11 a.m., I can digest all my food in time for bed. Yeah, like he's for one.
Where do you think he is on the Bristol stool chart?
I think probably just perfect.
Just like bang in the middle. Solid
Yeah.
4.
Did you watch the documentary about him?
No, I see a lot of clips. I see
Yeah.
a lot of clips. He's been around for a while. There was like a big
Yeah.
article written about him, and then I think that inspired the documentary.
Yeah.
But all of the clips I see are like of him saying like he's got a team. He's got like a whole team of people,
Yeah.
and it's like this is the person who does like my hair. This is the person who like takes the blood out of my body, cleans it, and then puts it back in my body.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because he made
all
his
this
hair
goes-
grow back.
I mean, yeah, he has, I guess.
I don't think he's had a hair transplant. He was like, I wear a special LED cap to make all my hair grow back.
He loves a bit of LED light therapy. Yeah,
I got one of those LED masks and it's rubbish,
Did
man.
you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
'Cause-
such a waste of money, but I still have to wear it just to like justify the cost of it.
Isn't that what they tell you though? Is that like you have to wear it for like so many months to
Like,
start to
yeah,
see
like
the results?
5 days a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other day I was wearing it. I'll wear it while I'm getting dressed, and I put my trousers on, but I didn't have anything else on. And then my cat started to go, because I've got a cat that pukes all the time. And I was like, don't do it on the rug, don't do it on the rug. And I was running about with this like sinister LED mask on. My tits were like something out of The Substance, just swinging in the wind, trying to move the cat so that he wouldn't puke on the rug. It was a horrible scene.
What does that have to do with the mask? You just had it on at the time.
Just had it on, and I just thought this just makes me look even worse than I already do.
Oh, I see.
Because I look
okay.
so creepy.
But
Yeah.
do you think the mask is doing anything?
No,
Okay. But you're
just-
going to keep using it to justify the fact that you bought it.
I've not been using it as much, but it's more like it makes your brain feel different. I think having those bright lights in your eyes.
Well,
I could just do that.
because I used to work in front of a computer all day, every
Yeah.
day. They told me I had to get the blue light filters in my glasses because blue light does something to your brain that makes it harder for you to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Because blue light in particular keeps your brain active.
Yeah.
And so that's why like I have the filters in the things, and then that's why phones now, when it gets to like 10 o'clock or something, your screen will like change color a little bit. They'll take all the blue light out of like the backlight of the phone
Oh.
so that it doesn't overstimulate you.
Yeah, I've been trying to get in a habit of putting my phone downstairs when I go to bed.
How's that going?
I slipped back into the habit of it, and then straight away I started feeling worse. So I've been reading, like I'm in the 19th century. I read a book.
The 19th century.
I read a book by candlelight in like my nightcap.
I think that's a healthy thing though, to read a book
Yeah, it's
before bed.
great.
My husband
It's
does that.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. My partner does that as
Yeah.
well, and like I just started to. I could tell I was getting much stupider compared to him. So it was also a competitive thing.
Yeah. Would you read, is there any kind of books?
Just now I'm reading a book called Our Evenings by Alan Hollinghurst, which is about gay guys at boarding school. I'm well into that.
Okay.
Kind of like secret gay love, and one of them's straight, I think.
Ooh.
And then I read Crystal's book, Crystal Evans' book.
It's not out yet, is it?
No, I got a advance copy. It's so good. What?
Crystal, send me a copy of your book. You bitch. That's cool. Is it good?
It's so good.
I expected it would be. Yeah.
Like I thought I had a mad mom, and it turns out there's another 3 levels above that. Like fucking hell.
Yeah, it's something, that story.
Yeah, there's like a bit in it where her mum's like, oh, we're gonna go and live with this 90-year-old guy. And then she's like, Crystal, I'm gonna get married to him so that we can inherit all his stuff. So she gets married to the old man, right? You could cut all this out, and then
We might have to.
no, yeah, you will. And then one night, Crystal's mum's just bored of the old man, so she gets like child Crystal and her pal to throw apples and oranges at his bedroom door. It's so mental.
You look at Crystal now and go, oh, she's got it together. What an intelligent woman and very successful.
Yeah.
And then you see her show and you read stuff from this book and you're like, fucking hell.
I never saw that show.
Oh, did you not?
No. Like,
really good show.
Yeah.
Really good show.
Yeah, it was. I knew it was like a sort of breakthrough show. But the first I'd heard about it was, I think Crystal was in that BBC comedy competition. And I was
yeah.
at it, and then Susan was like, "Oh, do you know what Crystal's show's about? And have you ever noticed she's got like burns and stuff?" But I hadn't noticed. But yeah, her book's good. I hope it does well.
We all hope it does well, and I would like to get a copy for free.
She gave me it, so I would give her a quote.
Yeah, fair enough. A quote from me would mean absolutely nothing.
I don't think it means that much from me, but like,
What was the quote? Crystal doesn't eat enough beans.
If she'd eaten more beans, none of this would have happened.
But back to biohacking.
Yeah.
So like the Bryan Johnsons, the people who sell like that supplement NMN. It's NM.
Yeah. What is
something.
that?
I've honestly no idea, but for the last few months, TikTok has been doing nothing but trying to get me to buy like 90 capsules of this stuff.
It sounds like you look at a lot of biohacking stuff if you keep getting shown that.
It's the algorithm knows I love to watch stuff that makes me like frustrated or angry, and then it shows me more. It shows me more. So that's why I see Bryan Johnson all the time.
I kept getting shown like hairy babies for ages.
Hairy babies.
Yeah, on my For You page, and I didn't know what I'd looked at.
Okay.
I mean, I like monkey videos, but like...
We all love a monkey video. Love a little swatch of a monkey. Yeah.
No, I do. I really like monkeys, but I never sought out videos of hairy babies. And then I just started getting... But that's the thing.
I think I'd rather have my algorithm do biohacking than hairy baby videos.
Yeah, and fucking...
How hairy? Sorry.
Like it's like there's something wrong with them.
Like all over hair? Like hair, like just like lots of hair on the head or hair everywhere?
No, like hairy faces. Like hairy faced. But I don't know why I get shown this because I never.
Yeah.
Because even just recently, my For You page has taken a turn again, and I keep getting shown like you know how you get videos of just like really shallow women with abs and they're, do you know what I mean? They're just like lip syncing to something.
Oh, I can imagine the type of video. Yeah.
I get that. I think because I followed like one Ozempic account, I now get shown all these like mad weight loss things.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then, me and Alison, my friend Alison Spittle, we were on tour together for 3 months. So we just spent every day in a car, which meant stuff. And Alison's like lost quite a lot of weight. So stuff that Alison talked about in the car got into my phone and then it affected my For You page.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But is there any of the biohacking stuff that like you go that you've actually like followed? So like the bean guy. Fasting.
Yeah,
So
I
you
wish I could do it more. I mean, look at me, no.
Stop it.
No,
Stop it.
no, but have you met people that are really into fasting and they're like that? Like,
There was a time where everyone around me was doing that 5-2 thing.
yeah, I did that years ago.
How did you find it?
I mean, it works as long as you're okay with thinking yummy, 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 yummy food. If you can think that for hours and hours a day, then yeah, it works.
And you're doing that instead of just actually eating.
Instead of eating, you're just
Okay.
like food. Can't wait to eat my food.
So you're just always thinking about it, right? Okay.
Yeah, like I'll like delay my breakfast or that sometimes, but like not enough. But I went on this, I read about this fasting retreat that loads of writers go on a few years ago.
Oh, right.
And I decided to go to it, but I didn't tell my friends about it because they say the first rule of Fast Club is don't tell anyone that
Really?
you're doing it. Yes, people
Secret
are
fast
quite
club.
well because people can be quite like judgy about it.
Okay.
Right. So this place was in Germany. It was high up on a hill in a little German village. Right.
High on a hill with a lonely goat herd.
No. What?
Like the song.
Oh yeah, as you said it, I was like, that sounds familiar. No, it was like near Switzerland. It was really beautiful. And it's like a medically supervised fast. It's like something out of the White Lotus, right?
When you say medically supervised,
Like they take your blood pressure and blood tests when you get there, and then
Okay.
after you've finished fasting, they take it again, and you can see everything's
so like if
all
you
your health markers.
so like
are
if you take
better.
a turn whilst you're fasting,
Yeah,
they'll,
it's fine
they'll
because
take
it's
you
full
to
of
hospital.
doctors and
right, okay,
yeah,
all right,
doctors and nurses.
yeah,
So like, but it's all crazy rich people there,
Hmm.
from all over the world.
yeah.
And like loads of people with arthritis go because fasting helps relieve the pain in your joints. And all sorts of random stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But the first night, they ease you into the fast by giving you some mashed potato and then like a couple of leaves or something, right?
Right.
And this was the worst part. I'm quite antisocial outside of comedy. I don't really like talking to people. You have to sit with the other fasters at a dining table eating like your last meal. So I got sat with this lovely old man from Greece, and he was just like, I love food. I live on this island in Greece, and every year I get fat. Then I come to the retreat and I fast. Then I go back again and eat loads of feta. And I was like, wow, that's pretty extreme. Like, wouldn't it just be better
Doesn't
to
sound like a terrible life.
I don't. Wouldn't it just be better to like not go between those two
I
extremes?
guess. Yeah.
And yeah, like so twice a day, instead of having meals, you would have like in the morning they would bring you like this herbal tea, and then you would have like watery broth for your dinner.
right.
And they would like sprinkle parsley on it. Once you're like 2 days into the fast, you're like desperate for the fucking parsley.
I can
You're
imagine. yeah.
Put more on.
Anything that you can chew.
Yeah, you know, you don't get to chew anything at all. They would give you a little bit of honey with your tea, and I was like, licking it off. And I was meant to do 10 days there, and by the 3rd day, I was like, you can't sleep, but you also can't really have any coherent thoughts while you're awake. You
Yeah.
feel like you're dying, and you can't read or concentrate on a TV show. And I'd thought about saying to them, look, I need to give you my Monzo card, because if I don't, I'm going to run away from here and go and get food.
So you were like, oh, you were like telling the guards, I'm going to run away. So here's how to stop me from doing
I
that.
wish I'd said to them, like, would you be okay taking my cards and stuff? You're not even allowed coffee either, but they give you
Jeez.
all the water that you can drink.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah. And all the herbal tea that you can drink.
Okay.
Oh, and they were really cute. They really wanted to put stuff up my butt as well, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that.
Have you seen, there's a Netflix series called Apple Cider Vinegar.
I loved it. I watched it twice.
Yeah. This sounds
Yeah.
exactly like the place that they went to, where it was like, we can cure cancer by giving you lots of juice and coffee enemas.
Yeah, no, this one they didn't think that they could cure cancer. It was
Okay.
more just like
This was just about
preventative.
weight
Yeah.
loss and right, okay.
No, it's not about weight loss.
Oh, is it not?
No. Listen, if you were going there for weight loss, you would just. That's not enough to mentally get you through it.
So the man who was
Literally,
like,
by day one, I was like, people will love me for who I am. Like, you just cannot do a long fast for,
Right.
or I couldn't.
how long does it last for?
It was meant to be, well, wait, it was 2 days to ease you in, so it's probably like 7 days no eating. I got to 80 hours, and then
Yeah.
I went down into the village with my card, and I'd said to the nurse, I'm thinking of eating, and she was like, no, you mustn't. If you are going to eat, please break your fast with 2 cashews and half a yogurt. And she was like trying to make a deal with me where I
Yeah.
would just have a wee bit of yogurt, then get back on it.
Yeah.
And I went down to this bakery, and they're like, don't try and eat normal foods because it's going
You
to
won't
hurt.
be able to handle it right away. Yeah.
And I got this big pastry with like fresh apples over it and custard, and I bit into it, and I went, yum, in the middle of the street. And like, I could see people just looked unsurprised because they'd obviously seen this happen over and over again, and they thought someone's got out the fasting retreat. It must just happen all the time. People come down the hill and start eating
And just have a lovely big pastry.
Yeah, and it did fuck me up. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Could you eat the whole thing?
No.
No.
That was the thing. I've got like a really skinny boyfriend, and he'll say things like, he'll like have a pastry and just have half of it and then put it away in the bag and put it in a
Do
cupboard.
not understand that at all.
But that was what I was like after the fast. I was like,
Because you had to be,
I'm
yeah.
so full.
Because your stomach will get all teeny and tiny.
Yeah, but I stretched it out again within a couple of days. The rest of because I had to still stay there. So the rest of the trip, I was pretending to still be on the fast. Everyone's walking about just like a zombie. And I was like going down into the village, just having all these delicious breads and pastries.
And everyone's looking at you going like, oh God, I wonder what her secret is. And it's pastry.
Yeah. It was such a weird place.
So when a like a health related kind of video comes up, because I see so many of them on TikTok, what is your immediate reaction when you see it? Like the first couple of seconds and you're like, oh, this person's talking to me about like something to do with my health or something. What's sort of like your initial feeling when you see it? Because for me, it's sort of like a skeptical, but like sort of like curiosity. Like I want to know what they're saying, even if I think I won't agree with it.
No, I don't think I'm skeptical enough. Yeah, I don't think I'm. Apart from that Diary of a CEO guy, I think he's a twat because he's
Agreed.
he's always like.
No, I don't like him.
But yeah, he has people on the. It all contradicts each other.
Yeah.
And then he'll talk about, oh, we shouldn't have processed foods. But then in the ads, he's like, please drink Huel.
Yeah.
It's like...
He's full of shit.
Yeah.
I never liked it. And he also sells like this really rubbish jewellery as well.
Oh.
He sold like a bunch of jewellery. He's just like any sort of like Ponzi scheme he can do, he will.
Yeah.
I see him all the time in all of the podcasts.
I'm addicted to his podcast. Like, I
But
hate
the titles are
listening to
all like clickbaity titles.
Yeah, and even the way they present it, it'll always be like they'll have a snippet of conversation and then it'll go and they'll go, the secret to never dying is, and then you'll be like, find out on Diary of a CEO. It's so formulaic. And then they always have a bit where the person cries halfway through and they say
they had the person from Game of Thrones.
Oh, Maisie.
Yeah, Maisie Williams.
Wasn't she at she was at Monkey Barrow?
Oh yeah, she was. Yeah. She was on there and they had a clip of her crying.
Yeah.
And then shared it with no context.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hers isn't one of the best episodes. Trying to think of the best one. I mean, they have people on that are just crackpots and they present, because they got pulled up on it by the BBC just recently.
Yeah.
That loads of their claims are totally unscientific.
On Dragon's Den as well, there was a woman who came on, I think her business was, have you ever heard of ear seeds?
No.
That was
Just
the
sounds
craziest
like you're
thing.
trying to say chia seeds. And you've misheard it.
No wonder my stools are all over the place. Chia seeds are in my ears. No, they're ear seeds. You know, like acupuncture or acupressure.
Aye.
There's apparently this type of, they call it a seed, and it's just like a little thing that puts a bit of pressure on a particular point in your ear. And it's supposed to help with people who have, it's like a particular chronic illness, or I think women use it a lot for like hormonal things, and they put it in there and supposedly it like relieves a lot of symptoms that you might have.
Right.
And so she goes, none of it's backed by science or anything, but she goes on Dragon's Den. The other dragons are like, I'm not going to invest in this because I don't think you can prove to me that it works. But Stephen's there being like, I think there's such a huge gap in the market for this. I'm going to give you all of the money. I'm really excited. But he's not asking like, oh, do these actually work? He's just like, oh, I'll just take your word for it that it definitely works.
Fucking hell. Yeah.
Yeah, don't trust him. But when the video so you don't think you've got enough skepticism when it comes to these videos?
I take a lot of their stuff to heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever do the thing of like doing your own research after you see a video, just to like double check, okay, does everyone say what this person's saying, or do they say the exact opposite?
I need to think of an example. I'm more cynical about clips like what's her name, like Mel Robbins, or people that give life advice. Is that her name?
Right. I'm not sure.
People that are like life coaches that tell you how to. Oh, or do you ever see clips of that manifesting women? This was one of the dumbest things I saw the other day.
I don't know. I see a lot of. Tell me about her.
I saw this woman talking about manifesting.
Okay.
And she said that there was a study that found that people who visualized lifting weights rather than lifting weights. In fact, she was talking in the diary of a CEO guy.
Of course she was.
She was like, people who visualized lifting weights for 12 weeks actually grew their muscles by 13%. Well, if that worked.
They didn't.
If that worked, do you know what I mean? I'd be fucking doing that every day.
I can just think about
five days
lifting a
week.
barbell.
Yeah.
And that would do the same as actually lifting.
Are you going
one.
to try it? Are you prepared to try this?
No. No, I'd sooner stuff my ears full of chia seeds.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Well, she was insistent that that's a thing.
I get like a placebo effect kind of thing, or like,
Yeah.
oh, like if you set a goal or something and you have some way of visualizing it, like putting it on a board, then you're more likely to actually do it because you get a constant reminder of it.
Well, she thinks that she got married because she had a vision board. She had a vision board that set as like to get herself a husband. It's tragic.
Surely not of the picture of the man she ended up marrying, because that would sort of legally be stalking.
No, she just cut something out of a magazine and put it on her vision board, and then she was like, and I made sure I put it in a public place in my flat, so I think she put it up in the toilet so that she would manifest. Yeah.
Oh, well, good for her.
My friend really believes in manifesting. She's always like, anytime she runs out of money, she's like, no, but like more money is always around the corner when you need it. But she's like a really hot blonde lady. And I do think those things are tied together.
Everything is around the corner.
Yeah, she's doing
And
Monkey
she's only
Barrel
going
this year.
to corners. Oh, right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Maurice. Yeah. She's always manifesting money.
Well, we had Mark Jennings on and he talked about manifesting. That was his topic. He loves a manifest.
I'll get another handsome person.
They love a manifest. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've tried. I mean, what would that? I just think I'd manifest a better personality or something.
What's
Trying
wrong
to
with
think
your
what to.
personality?
Well, because I bitched about everyone when I got here.
Yeah,
Not
but
everyone
we
in the
love
room.
that. We
No, clearly
love.
looked so distressed.
We can't have any of it on camera, but we love.
Well, can't we tell the Rod Stewart story?
I mean, we'll say it. We can edit it out if we have to.
Because he's quite vengeful. I mean, he had to go at that chef that got cancelled because the chef was mean to his wife.
Oh, Marco Pierre White.
No.
Oh, is it someone else?
Was it No, Greg Wallace. This was just only like last month or something. Rod Stewart was like, you were so horrible to my wife. So if we tell this story, he might find out and then be like,
okay. What if we just let everyone know that there is a story about Rod Stewart?
The Rod Stewart.
And it's up. I think let's leave it up to them to find out what the.
So I read online that Rod Stewart loves to get.
Number 2, Ayr United or Queen's Park.
I'm so sorry. We have to finish the podcast. And we don't.
So what do you think of that?
Immediately, I feel like we have to put this on the Patreon episode. We are coming to the end of the pod, and we've had a good chat about so many things.
Yeah.
We really covered a thing or two about health, and not so much about. I thought Bryan Johnson would get more of a roasting.
No, I love him.
Yeah,
I think it's tragic that he gets so many nighttime erections, but no one will go out with him. Because he won't. He's always.
He can never go for dinner with anybody because he doesn't eat after 11.
Well, also he goes to bed at 8.
I mean, it's just not a life.
Yeah.
Sort of.
But I mean,
yeah. What does he do for
seems-
fun?
He really loves his son Talmadge. I also follow Talmadge Johnson on Instagram because he's quite fit. He was in the documentary.
And that's the one that he takes the blood from
Yeah, and they do pull-ups together.
whilst he's taking the blood out.
No. Yeah, because I think he shares blood between his dad and his son. Don't they? Like his old dad, because he had that weird portrait of him, his dad, and the son all
Yeah.
lying together, like shirtless.
What? And so the blood, they shared blood?
Yeah, Bryan Johnson gave his young blood to his dad, and Bryan Johnson's son gave his blood to Bryan for like regenerative purposes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, the old dad doesn't look much better at all. I think he's just happy to be along for the ride.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we've got one last thing to do on the pod.
Oh, what is it?
It's called Quickfire Feelings.
Oh, I'm not very in touch with feelings.
That's absolutely fine. They're all about beans. It's fine.
Okay.
I've just got 5 random things and you just
Okay.
have to tell me how they make you feel.
Okay.
And you can say as much or as little as you like.
Okay.
Just whatever comes to your mind. How do you feel about dark chocolate?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah? You like it?
But I recently discovered dark milk chocolate, and that's a great.
That's something,
Halfway
isn't it?
house, yeah.
Yeah,
Love it.
yeah. Like that. How do you feel about a cat cafe?
I hate them
Okay.
because you can't touch the cats.
Can't touch the cats,
and
you're just near the cats.
I also don't like the type of people that work in zoos, any kind of petting zoo or any like animal rescue. It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
certain type of person, and they think that they know more about the animal than you,
And-
and that they're like best friends with the animals.
Yeah. Like the people from Tiger King.
Exactly.
Where
yeah.
in America you can just own 20 lions or tigers and just have them in your backyard.
Have you seen Chimp Crazy?
No.
It's like it's on.
Well, you would because you love a monkey video.
Listen, this is like an even better version of Tiger King. It's
Okay.
about women in America who have chimps and treat them like they're babies. And it's got, Travis the chimp that ripped that woman's face off.
Sure. Love his work.
They cover the story of Travis.
Oh. What's it
And,
called?
Chimp Crazy.
Okay.
It's amazing. It's an HBO documentary.
I'll
It
give
only
it a
came
go.
out end of last year. It's
All right.
amazing.
All right. I'll give it a
Yeah.
watch. I'll give it a watch.
Very funny.
How do you feel about Jacqueline Wilson,
Oh, is that author?
the Tracy Beaker one?
I'm really happy for her that she's come out in later life.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Love
I've not read the books.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. How do you feel about a wave machine at a public pool?
Oh, good. I really enjoyed Tom Allen used to have material about a wave machine. And I
yeah.
really enjoyed it, yeah.
Okay. And finally, how do you feel about Botox?
Oh, well, look at this. So I stopped getting Botox and like to try and love myself or something.
I'll
But
just say that was randomly
fucking
chosen. I
hate
didn't know
it.
you'd had it at any point.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
loads. And then I stopped getting it, and I really miss having like a shiny robot forehead.
You could just put a bit of tinfoil.
I could, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I stopped getting it. I don't know how long it's been since probably a year since I've had it now. And I keep looking at my wrinkly forehead and trying to feel like,
You've got a lovely forehead.
thanks. Yeah, but it's tricky because all the other female comedians are getting Botoxed to shit.
Do you know I had
It's become like the bare minimum now.
someone told me that if you start Botox young and never stop doing it, then you're absolutely fine and your face will stay the same forever as if you stop
The thing
after
is
taking loads and loads and loads of it.
well, when I think I started getting Botox when I was like 32. That's pretty young, right?
I can't remember how old the person who told me this was. I think she started in like her early 20s.
That's fucked. So I started getting it even though I didn't really need to get
Right.
it. But since I've stopped getting it, I have like got a mega wrinkly forehead, and I think it's just because I'm constantly like shocked at stuff.
Just always surprised.
Yeah, like I do find like I'm awestruck a lot, and and filled with wonder a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether I keep getting it. I'm just against money melting in my head because I'm just like, I could put that on the stock market.
Oh, I see what you mean.
But they haven't said. I mean, I bought shares in Ozempic, and that's fucking plummeted. And then since Trump's got in, all my stocks and shares have gone down.
Not your stocks and shares. No.
Well, because I did think like it's mad to have money and spend it on Botox when I could be investing in the stock market.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. I think all I have is a sensible ISA and that's it.
Yeah, I've got a nice. It's not sensible though because I don't really know what I'm doing. So I'll just shout things like "invest in Japan" and then just click it.
I like what Japan's doing. Give them this.
That was a bad move. And then I put all my pension in America, and that was also a bad idea.
How do you put? Well, do you know what?
Like mostly American stocks.
Oh right, I see. Okay, I wouldn't even know how to put money into stocks.
It's my partner works in that kind of thing, so he like told me, and now I resent him. But no one could really have. Basically, like Trump's made all the stocks go down and people's pensions go down.
Yeah.
Didn't expect to end on this. No,
No, what an interesting note.
I'm so
What an
sorry.
interesting note of an episode that's covered an awful lot of ground, I'd say.
Do you have another one?
Do I have another one?
Another
That's
thing
the
that
end of them.
Oh shit! Try and think of something mad to say. Oh, I can't
Do you know
think of
what?
it.
I think we've got plenty.
Okay, I hope the edit's okay.
I think it will be. I had a lovely time.
Maybe it's the opposite of Sunil's one, and I'll get cancelled for being too healthy.
And people saying that you're
Bragging
not
about
eating
my
enough
poos.
beans.
Bragging about jobbies.
Yeah, classic jobby bragger. Thank you so much for doing this. I hope
Thanks
you
for
enjoyed
having
yourself.
me. Oh, it was great.
Is there anything that you'd like to plug for our listeners?
No. Unless I guess if you're in America and my visa goes through, I'll be on tour there. Come and see me.
Why not? When are you in America?
Mid-April to the end of May.
Well, there you go. We have some followers in America.
Well, yeah.
So if you're in America, go see Fern.
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Oh,
Like all over?
Texas, yeah, all over.
All over.
But then, I mean, I feel like it's all over, and then people will be like, "Why are you not coming to North Carolina?" Or they'll say like
Why
somewhere.
aren't you going
Why
to
aren't you
North
going
Carolina?
to Arkansas? Because I don't want to get shot. But I'm going to
Right.
Texas.
Great,
I might
okay.
get shot there. Yeah.
That's a good marketing tactic. Lovely. Well, I will definitely tell if you're in America, go check out Fern, where they can follow you at
Fern from Bathgate
Fern from Bathgate.
on Instagram.
On Instagram, lovely. You can follow us here at the show at I've Had a Rosé for all of the clips. And if you want our bonus content, you can go to our Patreon. And we'll see you again for another episode very soon. Goodbye.